The Panaroma 1453 History Museum was opened to the public by the Istanbul City Council on the 21st of January 2009 at the Topkapı Culture Park. As a result of the old Topkapı bus terminal being converted into the Topkapı Culture Park, the area where the Turkish soldiers combated and effusively stormed the breaches is where Fatih had set up his state tent during the conquest of Istanbul. Panaroma 1453 is now offering its visitors to relive the experience of the morning of the 29th of May 1453, the day of Istanbul's conquest, together with three-dimensional images and to the accompaniment of the Ottoman military marching music, the Mahtar. The most important feature of the museum, which has been established on 3,000 square meters and is the only complete panorama museum in the world, is how it allows its visitors to find themselves surrounded by a 360-degree view in which the scene of the conquest is illustrated. Together with its sound effects and the Mahtar, the museum provides its visitors a feeling as though they are one of the soldiers who has joined the conquest, or an observer, historian, journalist, historiographer watching the conquest at that moment. Although this area is indoors, the atmosphere which is created with its sound effects, the takbir chants of the soldiers, the sounds of clopping, the cannonballs exploding at the city walls, and together with the clankings of the swords, an atmosphere of a war is offered. The audience stands in the center of the 360-degree platform, which has been set up in the middle of the room, and experiences the atmosphere that he is in the midst of the illustration which surrounds him. The fundamental feature of the illustration is its ability to evoke the sense of a 3D effect. 650 square meters of the illustration is 3D, and in an area of 14 square meters there has been actual cannonballs, gun carriages, powder barrel imitations inserted. This has allowed the space between the illustration and the platform to become integrated. On the other hand, the 2D illustration section, which covers 2,350 square meters area, begins right behind the 3D space. The figures that are a part of this humongous depiction, in which there are around 10,000 figures, begin in a normal human form, and together to the minutest details shrink towards the horizon. There are only around 30 panoramic museums in the world, which are established with the purpose of generally animating the most important events in history, and are done with oil painting techniques of the 1800s. Some of these museums are horizontal, while some are vertical. However, the illustration at the Istanbul Panaroma 1453 History Museum is different from all the other existent museums in the world, as it is both vertical and horizontal. It is for this reason that the sky is uninterrupted in the form of a dome and covers the top part of the illustration. In the artwork at Panaroma 1453 History Museum, as the illustration is continuous, the individual who observes the art cannot comprehend the actual dimensions of the work with their own optic habits. The moment the audience takes a step on top of the platform, they experience a shock which lasts for about 10 seconds. This shock is due to the fact that they are surprised at being unable to find references to comprehend the actuality and dimensions of the illustration and the points of where it all begins and ends. This museum allows one the feeling that, although they have stepped indoors, they experience it as though they have stepped outside into a three-dimensional location. The other technical information of the museum is as follows. The external dome dimension is 40 meters. The inner dimension is 38 meters. The distance to all areas from the center of the platform is 14 meters. The height between the dome and the floor is 20 meters, and the dimension of the platform is 38 meters. The museum, which is open to visitation every day of the week, also provides audio guidance services.